Hey, do you remember that time that time you killed me? Hey everyone, Kylie at Games Unlimited, here to remind you about that time you killed me. This is an abstract game of competing time travelers. So you are both people, scientists who have invented time travel and want to take credit for being the one to invent time travel. So of course you have to eliminate your rival, which would be easy, except of course we're dealing with time travel. So you need to eliminate them in the past, in the future, in the present, however you can do it. So this is an abstract chess-like game played on 3 different boards. You have the present board in the middle, you have the past, and you have the future. Each of you start the game with 1 piece on each board, and your goal is to eliminate opposing pieces from 2 of the 3 boards. Okay? Do that's pretty simple. You're going to move your piece, and if you can push, because you can push the opposing pieces into a wall or some other obstruction, you squish them, and they're out. Piece of cake. They're off the board. Well, of course, it's not so simple because you can move back and forth through time. So you can actually take a piece and jump forward to the next one and then maybe squish something there. Of course, you're leaving an empty spot back and behind, so that could be detrimental. But you can travel back in time, and when you travel back in time, you actually create a copy of yourself where you were. So you have some of your scientist pieces in reserve, so you can keep one there, and that's how you add more pieces to the board. Of course, once you run out of pieces in your reserve, you can't travel back in time anymore. So that's the basics of the game. On your turn, whichever one of the 3 boards you're currently working on, so you do have to declare at the end of your last turn, you put a little piece showing, next turn, I'm going to work on this board. You can't stay on the board you just worked on. Then you choose a piece on that board. You get to take 2 actions. You can move orthogonally, you can jump back, you can jump forward in time. That's the basics of the game. But the game includes 4 modules that add new things to it. So the first one includes plants. So there are seeds you can plant. As an action, instead of moving, you can plant a seed. Now when you plant a seed, if the same spot in the next spot in time, so if we're in the past, if the same spot in the present is empty, it's going to grow a shrub. And if the same spot in the future is empty, it's going to grow into a tree. Well, those shrubs are very hardy shrubs. There are more things you could push your opponent into. And those trees, if you have trees that grow in the future, you can actually push them over on your opponent or push them into a fallen tree. Lots of different ways to kill me in this game. That's just one of the boxes. The second box includes statues that you can push and pull around. And of course, if you push a statue, it's going to affect future versions of that statue. So I might push a statue in the present, which pushes the one in the future, which squishes you. Also, you don't want to create a paradox. So you're going to end up with multiple versions of yourself on the same time board. That's fine, gives you some options. But if they ever touch each other, they're both gone because they created a paradox. So if you're a fan of abstract game, the kind of thinking that goes into where you're looking at the board and going, all right, I know my opponent's going to go there next turn, so if I set up a couple things here, I can move my time thing and do something else. This is going to tickle that part of your brain, that exciting abstract part of your brain. Plus, it's not a game that's easy to grok like some abstract games because that new scenarios of the plants, of the statues. I haven't even opened box 3 and 4 to see what they add. They just really change things using the same fundamental engine that I enjoy so much. That is That Time You Killed Me. Definitely one to check out. It's very quick, about 20 minutes to play a game of this. And of course, you have lots of replayability with different scenarios to go forth. I'm Kylie at Games Unlimited. Come on down, check out That Time You Killed Me. Take a copy home, unbox some fun, and maybe kill me.